What if I could give you a curated book list that could give you the equivalent of a college education, an MBA education, and a PhD education? And all of these books average about $12 each. Textbooks, they're $100, $200, $300. But I'm building a curated reading list where the average book goes for about $12. Let me tell you a little bit more. Welcome, colleagues. I'm George Sloan. This is the Myford University channel, and I'm going to also simultaneously publish this on the MBA Accelerator channel. I've been putting together some book reviews, but I also have been building a curated book list. And I'm building this list for a number of reasons. I want to start suggesting certain books to people in various posts, but I'm also building it from the perspective of what books would it take to replace or substitute for a college education. Honestly, there are some books that are better than a college education or an MBA education or a PhD. But I started to put together this list. I'm trying to get it at around 200, okay? I know that sounds daunting, but I'm going to segment it into different groups so that if you're interested in certain elements or aspects, you're going to be able to focus in. And what I was finding when I was doing this, because I will have Amazon affiliate links on them, I was looking at the numbers, and I would say 90 to 95% of the books that I have identified fall between $4.95 and $24.95 with the average of about $12. Okay. And I was like, some people might go, oh, wow, that's a lot of books, and oh, that might be expensive. But is it really? When you think about a college education, you can spend 2 to 300,000 in 4 years. When you think about an MBA, 100 to 150 to 200,000 and 2 years. A PhD could be another 200,000 and 2 to 4 maybe even 6 years. So time and money right there. I'm going to give you a list of books that if you were to spend the next year or two reading just a fraction of them, you'd be better off than most college students, MBA students, or PhD students. And as I say, these days, textbooks, $100, $200, $300, and they're just outdated foundational texts. I highly recommend that you find focus things that, again, I'll segment it out, but focus things that you want to learn, and goes back to my just-in-time learning discussion, but focus things you want to learn and then pick up a few good books. And I read books all the time, and I go through surges. I will surge books, I will surge courses, I'll surge certifications. I surged books a few weeks ago. I recently surged courses and certifications, and there are other videos that are recent that are talking about that. But I highly recommend that you start curating a book list, and I'm going to help you out with it and give you my recommendations, and I'm going to start doing reviews. I have read at least half of these books, and the other half are on my to-do. I've scanned them, but I haven't fully read them, but I'm getting through them as fast as I can. The bottom line is I've got these books lined up in such a way that you can replicate or substitute a college education. Now, most of you say, oh, who has time to read books, or who wants to read books anymore? Look, education does not stop when formal traditional education stops. Even if you graduated college, it's a decaying asset. Your skills and knowledge base decays. So it behooves you to continue your education through reading, courses, seminars, workshops, whatever it might be. And books are a great way to go. And quite frankly, it's not only a good thing to get your knowledge and skills up, but your abilities and trying things out and getting the pearls and gems that some of these authors have hidden in these books. A lot of them, some of them are, 100 pages or less. Some of them are, 100 to 200 pages, and a lot of them are 300 pages. 300 pages seems to be the magic number. But I've actually done a video where I talk about the idea of how long it takes to read a book. And if you do 10 pages a day, you can read a 300 pager in a month, 30 days, right? Um, I'm going to put these books in various posts and so forth, but I also will come up with a way to create a sort of one-stop shop where you can go and see the whole curated book list. I have certain authors I'm going to hold out and make points to say, hey, pay attention to this one. But I'm also going to, as I say, segment it for you because I want to make it easy for you. Say you're interested in sales and marketing, you'll be able to look at those. Say you're interested in leadership, you'll be able to look at those. Say you're interested in learning, process optimization, lean, and Six Sigma, you can look at those. Uh, I will segment it out so that you can pick and choose. Typically, what I will do is I will focus on one area and dig deep, and then I will come back and find another area. But I've created this, book list, from all the books that I've read, am reading, or will be reading in the near future. And as I say, I know I've done at least half or more of these books in the past. I'm due to reread some of them. But the bottom line is, I know they're solid. I know they're going to be helpful. And if you don't want to go the traditional higher education route, but you want to continue your own self-curated education, this book list will really help you out. So that said, I wanted to just introduce this concept to you, and I will get the ball rolling. Look for the book reviews coming through. I keep them short and simple, but again, the ones I'm going to recommend, you know, I can't express to you enough. It's worth spending the time and going through these things. I spent a lot of years in college, a lot of years in MBA school, and a lot of years in a second master's, and I was asked to go do a PhD, and I refused to do it. But I have learned more from these books than I got in all of that college education. And in the last 3 years, all the books I've been reading, courses I've been taking, and certifications I've been doing, I've I've equaled and surpassed any education I got in bachelor's, master's, and masters. So the bottom line is, um, don't just slough off, oh, reading a book. There's more value to it than you think. And again, it is a way to do it on your time, in your way, and get the knowledge and wisdom from people that in some cases you wish they could be your mentors. That said, I'll sum it up here, but look for the book reviews coming, and I'll create the master list of things that you should want to be looking for in terms of your books. I'm George Sloan. This is Myford University and the MBA Accelerator channel. Subscribe, give us a like, give us a share. Learn it fast, apply it faster. We'll see you the next time. Thank you.